This is one of the biggest and most controversial track lifting operations ever undertaken by Iarnrod Eireann. Carrying mainly freight transport and seasonal pilgrimage trains to Knock, the Tuam and Claremorris line is one of the least used in the country.
Our programme is to remove rails from this line, take them back to our rail sleeper and rail plant at Portlaoise, recondition the rails, put the first lot of rails onto the Ballina branch, which has a lot of traffic on a daily basis, and then lift the rails from the sections of the Ballina branch where we've had problems, bring those back to Portlaoise, recondition them and put them back here onto the section from Claremorris to Tuam.
But the Chambers of Commerce in Tuam and Claremorris say they're convinced this will never happen, and that the line will be closed down permanently when the 14 miles of track from here are taken away in a major operation scheduled for tomorrow morning.
Local politicians say it's unbelievable that the tracks are being ripped up at a time when the town has just been cleared for a major Portlaoise grant to develop a historic steam train project. Our Western correspondent, Jim Fahey.
3 years of back-breaking restoration work and up to £250,000 has already been spent on developing the Tuam-based Westrail steam train service. But within the next few weeks, Tuam will have a century-old steam train and a railway station, but no railway line.
It's appalling. I didn't believe this could happen because we as Westrail have a commitment. But regardless of Westrail, here we are decimating a province. This line runs from Cork to Sligo, and here we are taking it up, bringing it off somewhere, and we are not going to stand idly by and have it simply decimated now in our very presence.
Iarnrod Eireann is removing the track from this little-used freight and passenger line to repair sections of the busier Dublin-Ballina line, and it has assured Tuam that it will be replaced. But those involved with the Railway Preservation Society say they cannot understand how the line can be lifted just as they've been given a major Portlaoise grant for their steam train project.
We've succeeded now in getting an agreement from Portlaoise that they will give us a grant of £154,000 to continue with the development of it. But we're not going to be able to do that if those lines come up. We cannot expect the state, on the one hand, to put money into a project that, on the other hand, the state is making sure it doesn't work. There's no logic in it.
And I think that this whole line is entitled to be protected. It is vital that this nation gets its traffic. Look at that, look at the abuse going on behind it. It is vital that this nation gets its traffic survey right so that the whole country is treated equal. There is talk about Galway being closed, there's talk about Castlegrove being closed, there's talk about Sligo being closed. That the province of Connacht, that what is happening today is actually the start of that withdrawal of railway from the west of Ireland.